Deep in the deserts of Jordan, carved into towering cliffs, lies one of the world's most breathtaking mysteries, Petra. A thriving ancient city built by a people who vanished from history. Who were the master builders of Petra? How did they create a city of stone in one of the harshest environments on Earth? And why did they disappear? Today, we unravel a 2,000-year-old enigma. Stay with us till the end. The answers may surprise you. The lost city for centuries, Petra was forgotten, known only to local Bedouins. To outsiders, it was the stuff of legend. Europeans called it the Rose-Red City, half as old as time. Hidden in the rugged Shara Mountains, its true location was rediscovered in 1812 by the Swiss explorer Johann Ludwig Burckhardt, who entered Petra disguised as an Arab traveler. What he found was astonishing. Not a village or fortress, but a full city carved entirely from rose-colored sandstone. Massive facades, temple columns, tombs cut into cliffs, an amphitheater that once seated thousands, remains of markets, streets, homes, a bustling urban life lost in time. But who created this desert marvel? The Nabataeans. Master traders, the builders of Petra were the Nabataeans, an ancient Arab people whose origins trace back to nomadic tribes in Arabia. By the 4th century BC, they had settled in the region of Petra. Over time, they became wealthy not through war, but through trade. They controlled vital caravan routes across Arabia, Egypt, and the Levant, transporting incense, spices, perfumes, textiles, goods highly prized in the ancient world. Frankincense and myrrh, burned in Roman temples and used in burial rituals, passed through Petra on their way to use. This trade wealth allowed the Nabataeans to build Petra, not just as a city, but as a cultural masterpiece. Architectural genius, Petra's architecture is unique. It blends Greek, Roman, Egyptian, and Mesopotamian influences, yet remains distinctly Nabataean. Massive facades carved directly into cliffs, like the famous Treasury or Al-Khazna, show mastery of stone carving and artistic vision. But Petra's greatest secret wasn't its art, it was its water. The city sat in an arid desert with little natural water. Yet the Nabataeans engineered an advanced water management system. Miles of hidden channels, covered aqueducts, rock-cut cisterns, and massive reservoirs. These innovations captured rare rainfall and channeled it into storage, providing water year-round. This hydraulic engineering allowed Petra to grow into a city of perhaps 20,000 people, flourishing where others could not survive. Daily life and culture, the Nabataeans were not just builders and traders, they were a sophisticated culture. They spoke a form of early Arabic, but used Aramaic script and inscriptions. They were religiously tolerant, with temples dedicated to local deities like Dushara, alongside shrines honoring Greco-Roman gods. They minted their own coins, ran markets filled with exotic goods from across 3 continents, and developed a rich art and music tradition. Petra, in its golden age from the 1st century BC to the 1st century AD, was a true cosmopolitan hub. The disappearance. So why did Petra's builders vanish? The answer is not a single event, but a combination of factors. First, the Roman annexation of Nabataea in 106 AD shifted power away from Petra, so the Romans developed new trade routes by sea, reducing Petra's role in overland trade. Then nature struck. A major earthquake in 363 AD damaged key structures and the vital water systems. More earthquakes in the 6th century further devastated the city. Without water, Petra could not support its population. Finally, changing political and religious landscapes, including the rise of Islam in the 7th century, left Petra increasingly isolated. By the early medieval period, Petra was largely abandoned. Its people dispersed, their language forgotten, the Nabataeans seemed to vanish from history. The legacy of Petra. Yet Petra remains, a city of stone, a ghost of a vanished empire. Today, archaeologists are uncovering more about the Nabataeans. Inscriptions, pottery, tools, tombs. clues to their sophisticated society. Many mysteries remain. For example, how exactly did they carve such vast facades with simple iron tools? How did they maintain such an efficient water system? And why was their written language never fully preserved? Petra teaches us that even great civilizations can rise, thrive, and disappear, leaving only whispers in stone. If you enjoyed this deep dive into ancient history, let's subscribe for more stories of lost civilizations. What do you think happened to the Nabataeans? Have we uncovered all their secrets, or is